Fancy a trip to Blackpool Pleasure Beach Resort, Lancashire? Well, you're in the right place. I meant to do a vlog a couple of weeks ago. In fact, I did film a vlog, but unfortunately, as you may know if you've seen my recent Pleasure Beach video, we filmed a vlog and kept getting interrupted, unfortunately, due to the group we were with. But we're back with the usual today, Josh and Danielle, and there's been a lot of changes around the park. So here we are with a bit of an update and changes. And first of all, after months of procrastination, we finally got our physical Pleasure Beach season passes. I'm not sure about the logo on that or the name, more to experience Pleasure Beach Resort. I think it should say Blackpool Pleasure Beach, sunshine and stuff. But yeah, you don't need to collect these if you have a season pass, because you can get your discounts by just showing them your e-ticket, which does indicate on it that you are a season pass holder. However, it's nice to have as a bit of an item and memorabilia, especially if you go into a park, one of the few parks such as Leesburg, Efteling, Emerald Park or Europa Park, and I believe a couple of others, that accepts you a free day of entry if you have a Pleasure Beach season pass, as they may not recognise the e-tickets. So I would recommend getting this in that case. Honestly, and if I'm very carefully flip it over, just being careful not to show you all my like personal information like season pass number, barcode, etc. It has your name on it, so mine's like Ben Wright, but I won't show you it just in case I show you something else. And yeah, that's got all your information on there should you ever need to give it to anyone. But I don't recommend doing that to just, you know, your random mates, because they might steal your season pass. But in terms of getting that, all you need to shut up is go into the gift shop, the Pleasure Beach gift shop at the front of the park store. You just walk through there, take a right instead of taking a left to exit out to the turnstiles, and you'll reach a circular desk. You go up to the staff there and then just ask for the physical season pass. The staff are very lovely in there. You give them your season pass number and they print out the pass for you in a matter of a minute, and you can then get on with your day. Also, in terms of getting the easy pass, which is obviously the virtual queuing system for people with disabilities here, we went into guest services today to get that, as we normally do, just by the entrance to the park. I'm not sure what the name of the staff member was, but when we were queuing up, they were in the office, and you know, they recognised us because we come here regularly, so they just came out and gave it to us, and just really friendly and held the door for us on the way out. So massive thank you to you. Honestly, I don't think Pleasure Beach staff get as much credit as they deserve sometimes, but that guy was really lovely. So far we've done Blue Flyer and Nick Street in Nickelodeon Land, the two roller coasters in there, and that is a tip. They are low capacity rides that only have one train, so if you are coming here, I do recommend you do Blue Flyer and Nick Street first. And also shout out to Tegan, working on Blue Flyer, who is a staff member we also see regularly and has appeared very briefly in one of these vlogs before. And Josh, who is currently walking through my shop, says that this entrance has also been repainted for the Chinese puzzle maze. So I mean, it's good to see that the park are keeping on top of stuff and painting stuff, I guess. You know, there are some other bits of the park that need work as well, but you know, it's good that they are paying attention to this stuff. I just hope that, you know, that we do get money going into rides and stuff as well, I guess. We've been promised a new attraction by Grand Prix, which we'll go and talk about later, so hopefully we get that. But obviously this upkeep is great as well. Last night, people were riding round on this ride, having a good time, and they paid the extortionate price of £50 to do so. Today, the cars are still here. It looks ready to go, but it is absolutely deserted. Why, Pleasure Beach, could you not open this for a full season when it's in a state where it can run? They should have, if they wanted to close it this year, they should have, you know, announced it last year, ran it last year and done the event at the end of last year. I don't get it. But something that Josh, of all people, has just spotted. Danielle spotted, look at this, 26 on this guy's shirt. Apparently there's a 14 somewhere as well, but Josh is questioning whether this could be part of a teaser for Construction 2026 rides. Could 2026 be the year we see a new ride on this site? But he's just also said that his hope's been lost because there's one with 14. But yeah, what would you like to see on this site, guys? I've said before, you know, a single rail would be nice, wouldn't it? Or we could have a tilt coaster. I've done a whole video on this, which I've already plugged once, but go and watch it after this. And here is a view of the Grand Prix sign that they put on recently for possibly the final time. Who knows whether we'll actually see this again, but I just thought I'd get it in the vlog just in case. Right guys, we've got Icon coming up here. I can't see what I'm filming. Oh no, the sport's in the way. Hello Big Dipper. And hello Josh.
Hello.
Behind the scenes, this carriage has been added on in the past week. We used to have the disabled carriage at the back, but now we've got this carriage. So good that they're adding capacity, as it is getting busier in the summer. Alright guys, it's that time of day. We're going on Valhalla. And we're going to be joined by the roller coaster. There we go, we will review it when we get off. I am probably the wettest right now I've ever been from Valhalla without being on front row. I was on second row. You can't tell because I took this jumper off when I went on the ride for that reason, but yeah. Overall, a really good ride, and I mean, due to the wetness, it's as if you'd think some new effects have been put in or something. Spoiler alert, they haven't, but there's been rumours of some near the start, a strobe light, but I didn't see anything. But yeah, overall the ride was good though, effects wise, about 85% of stuff working. The first half were perfect. The water vortex needs a clean because it's coming into the boat rather than over the boat. And then the second half, everything worked except for the fire arrows and the ring of fire. The ring of fire could do with looking at because we've not had a ride where that's worked for quite a while now. But yeah, another thing, which obviously isn't the ride's fault, due to the wind today, the waterfall was blowing onto it into the boat, whereas it doesn't normally do it when it's not windy. So that meant we got it's like, you know, rain coming onto us as we were entering the building, so that also contributed to the wetness. But I still really enjoy this ride. I do miss some of the old atmosphere, especially when you'd come off the first lift hill, you know, all these lights flashing and Song of the Elders blasting out. But don't get me wrong, the new stuff they have done in there is still really impressive, and I still love that ride, and I'm sure I always will. Apologies, I've not filmed much this afternoon, guys. We've had a lot of company this afternoon with the roller coaster and keeps, as you've probably seen in the background. But honestly, very disappointed in Joshua Preston. You know, he's always been proud of the fact, you know, I spend money sparingly. He's just gone to do Enzo now with Mr. Enzo himself, which, you know, fair play to Keith. He does it all the time, which, you know, fair dues, you know, and he's famous for that. But obviously, like, Josh has now, you know, spontaneously decided to go and do it, even though, like, whenever I ask him to do Passage del Terror outside the park, which is £1 cheaper, so I'm like, no, it has to be a once a year thing. Like, honestly guys, like, I'm not doing it. I will do it at some point this season, but I can't be doing this all the time. Especially when, you know, we might be making a purchase in the Pleasure Beach store after park close, which I'll detail more if we do so. Like, I'll be ending up spending 40 odd quid today when I'm, for me dinner, this, and then that. Like, it's just not on. I don't have a job and he does, which fair enough, but like, honestly, like, we're not going to be able to get any more rides done now, unfortunately, but, you know, it is what he is. I hope he enjoys his ride, and this one here as well is also doing it. What do you have to say for yourself?
I'm looking forward to Enzo, you know.
Good for you, but yeah, I will do it at some point this year, guys. It's just, so there we go, Josh and Danielle have done Enzo. Unfortunately, you know, that brought us to the end of the day, so didn't get a final ride on anything, so I do have a bit of a sour taste, to be honest, you know, because I didn't get a proper final. Like, the last ride we did when we were still with Keith was Wallace and Gromit. But yeah, it's been okay today. I've not quite filmed everything I wanted to, but I am going to upload this, but I think I'm going to have to do something again next week because there's a couple of bits I missed. It's so annoying, this, having to do videos over and over. I do love what I do, guys, can I just clarify, but like, this is like the third time I've wanted to, or it will be next week, that I wanted to get everything in a video that I wanted to, but it's just the way things go sometimes, innit? Overall, it was a pretty good day, to be honest. Would I recommend doing Enzo at the end of the day? No, because like it can take a bit longer than expected sometimes with the timers ticking down, so it can be a bit risky. And because obviously if it hasn't expired by 5 o'clock, you won't get on it. I hope you get a refund if that does happen, because Danielle nearly missed out on hers. But yeah, great overall. But something I have actually got is a Pleasure Beach Big One medal, Resort Lancashire. So yeah, basically the Big One turned 30 last Tuesday. Not that the park acknowledged it whatsoever on social media or did any type of event for it because they were too busy being obsessed with this Grid Girls Grand Prix event. But what they have done is put out some exclusive merchandise, including Big One medals. They are selling 500 of these, and I believe 100 pin badges and 100 hoodies. We chose to get a medal, and I am number 10. This isn't the order that you bought it, by the way, but yeah, I'm 10 out of 500. They give you a random number. Yeah, so yeah, Ben 10. Obviously, my name's Ben. And if we take this out, oh God. So I've now opened the box because it would be very hard to do this one-handed. But I've got a Big One certificate that I've got this medal. And yeah, that just basically says, you know, Big One exclusive medal. And then here is the medal itself. Yeah, lovely. So these are £24.95 if you want to buy them without season pass discount, but because we are season pass holders, as was covered at the start of the vlog, it cost a mere £22.45, which, you know, it is a bit steep for this, but it is exclusive. You've got to bear that in mind. If you're wondering why I'm in such a weird place when I'm filming this, I'm actually in the car. I mean, Josh is weird. It's a
bit obvious, isn't
it? Like, yeah, it's a bit obvious, but I just thought I'd point out what's going on here, because you don't usually see me, Josh and Danielle, in a car together. For those who aren't aware, me and Josh live about 15 minutes away from each other, so we started car sharing to Pleasure Beach. I mean, you know, because we come here every week. Usually my parents bring me. I'm visually impaired, so I can't drive. That probably wouldn't end very well. So, you know, I have to rely on Lyft for people, and they're very kind. Joshua Preston,
try and get him on the Dodgers.
Even if he does do Enzo at the end of the day, has offered to do this, which is very, very, you know, I do appreciate it. So you might see more outros in this car, but based off how messy our two outros have been, hopefully it looks good for you guys. I think we're not gonna. I don't think we're gonna do outros in the car from now on. If you want to see my speculation regarding what may replace the Grand Prix, obviously I did cover that before. Check out the video on the right side of your screen. And for more things theme park related in the UK and beyond, make sure you click the icon in the centre of your screen to subscribe. Goodbye.